everyone, it's Tammy, and today I'm going to make cheeseburger pasta for us. This is what we're going to have for dinner tonight, and I have about 3/4 of a pound to a pound of ground beef on the stove. It is just getting browned. I'm going to add some onion to that. It's about a half of a, I also have some water boiling that I'm going to put the pasta in just a minute, but I have about a half of an onion that I chopped up pretty finely that I'm going to add to the beef. And then I'm going to use these wagon wheel pasta. I'm going to use about 2 cups of that. And then you will boil the pasta like normal. So we're going to do that on the pan or in the pot. And then we're going to add the onion and the beef together and let that brown. Once that's browned, we're going to stir in the tomatoes, which are just diced. It's just a diced can of tomatoes. This one has to be happens to be roasted garlic, but it doesn't have to be any flavor. And then we're also going to add about, how much of this? Let me look real quick. About 1/4 teaspoon of the seasoned salt, 2 tablespoons of mustard, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, and I'm just going to use a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, probably about 2 tablespoons of that too. Oh no, not quite that much, probably 2 teaspoons of that probably. I don't know. You'll see me when I pour it in. And then I like to put hamburger chips or whatever those are called, dill pickles, on the top, and I just have them sliced, and I'll probably slice them a little bit more on the cutting board once I get the onions off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. So I just added the onion to the ground beef, and I'm just mixing it up. I have this handy dandy little, I don't know what it's called, but it's something similar to one that they sell on Pampered Chef, but it like kind of breaks up the meat as you cook it, so it makes it a lot finer meat, and I like that. So my family likes that, so I'm just going to let all that get all happy, and I'm going to go ahead and put the pasta in the water. And I'm going to put about 2 cups in here, but I'm just going to eyeball it. It's probably about half of the package. And I'm going to put some salt in here too. I have this cute little pig thing that I put salt in. And I'm just going to pour some in because it's hard to do it with just one hand. That should do it. But then he has a little tail. He's really cute. Isn't he cute? We'll put him back. So I'll cover this up just a little. Oh, actually, I'm going to stir it first, and I'm just going to use this same thing to stir it because I don't want that to stick on the bottom. So I'll let that brown, and I will let this cook, and I will be back before I add the other ingredients. Alright, so my meat is getting all nice and browned up, and it smells really good. So I'm going to add a can of the diced tomatoes, and it's just one of the 14.5 ounce cans. I might switch to a spoon now, but I'll go ahead and mix it all with this for the beginning. Oh no, I won't, because I have mustard and ketchup to add to that. So let me grab a, whatever this is called, a spatula thing. Rubber spatula. This is one that I got at the dollar store, and I have to say, I love it. It has 2 ends, so you can get into cans nicely, and they pop off so you can go in the washing machine or the dishwasher, or you can just wash them by hand, but it's very nice. It's made by Betty Crocker. So then I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of mustard. And I'm just eyeballing. And 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Again, I will eyeball it. My house likes ketchup. So I buy big ones. And a couple splashes of Worcestershire sauce. That's one of those hard words to say. And that looks good. And a good sprinkling of seasoned salt. That noise was my stove. It's preheated. I'm going to cook some French fries to go with the cheeseburger pasta. And that reminds me, one thing I forgot to tell you is we also need cheese. But I didn't get that out yet because it's going to go on last. And you'll use about, I don't know, probably about a cup of cheese. So I'm just stirring this up and letting it simmer. I'll turn the heat down. It's on 7 now, so I'll turn it down to about 5 and just let it simmer for about 10 or 15 minutes while the wagon wheels finish up. They'll be done before this is done, and then also while the French fries are cooking. So I will be back. So the pasta is done, so I'm just going to add this to the same pot. Helps with dishes. Okay, so now I just have it all mixed together and it's just about done. I'm going to put some cheese on top and I'm going to turn off the heat. And I'm going to let whoever wants to put pickles on theirs to put pickles on theirs. And the French fries aren't quite done yet. So that was a handful of cheese. I just put that on top and I'll let that melt a little bit. Or I'll just mix it in, what the heck. And I'll let that melt still inside, and then it'll be time to eat. So this is pretty much it. I hope you try it, and I hope you like it, and if you do, let me know. Thanks guys, bye-bye.